I like Thursdays. Do you like Thursdays?
Aye, I don't mind of a day.
Welcome back to Fog Football. Thursday's the greatest day of the week. Woo!
Tell you what, it was the worst intro probably in the history of this channel, but it wasn't a worst night in the history for Scottish football. In fact, it was a very good night. Hibernian 2-0 win in Belgrade. Dundee United getting a tough but well-deserved 2-2 draw in Austria. All to play for in the second leg. We've reacted with our reviews, but now it's time to see how the fans reacted. And I'm going to have to imagine that both sets of fans will be happy. Hibby fans more than United fans, because obviously they've got a 2-0 lead, but listen, both clubs did the country proud tonight.
No, they did, but how about you do God proud here? Yeah. What's your favourite day of the week? What did the big man create that made you go, that's no bad? Is there a case for every day, or is there a day you'd automatically rule out? I feel like there's never been a good Monday.
No, Monday is a shite day until
I don't feel like you could spin Monday.
Well, no, whoa.
Actually, if you got a week off.
Yeah, this Monday was good.
Aye, well, yeah.
Hearts went top of the league, so I mean, take that back.
I didn't even mean to, do that there.
Alright, that was a rare good Monday. Probably the weekend, isn't it, man? It's Saturday or Sunday. That's when the football's mainly on.
I'd say Saturday. I know Saturday's the go-to, but why? Well, actually, I think... but then
Friday night.
But if that's night. You're working Friday, it's shite. I think Saturday.
Yeah, but not everybody has a Monday to Friday job.
They don't, but Saturday's good.
If you work the weekends, then you might think Saturday and Sunday are absolutely bogging.
There's a lot happening on a Saturday, but also you've got the Lion and the Sunday. But Sundays can be good, but then you've got to get up on Monday.
When was the last time you had to get up on a Monday, out of curiosity?
Not too long ago. Yeah, fucking might need to get up on more Mondays soon. Oh, I always set my alarm, guys, nice and early. But anyway,
nice and early because we need to see all the latest transfer news for Celtic on a Monday morning. So
we're both going Saturday then.
Well,
I gotta see Hollow.
Non-existent. Unless God creates an eighth day maybe for Brendan Rodgers to get the checkbook out, who knows? Anyway, with that said, let's get into the fans' reaction. Let us know, guys, down below in the comments, what is your favourite day of the week? And yeah, we've got.
It used to be Monday because they released the Big Scottish Football Podcast, and now it's
the Big Scottish Football Podcast.
Now it's got some FUD on it,
featuring Stephen Moore and
that jobber guy that no one likes.
All right. Well, anyway, Ewan Cameron, he's the first person that we see. A Jambo Hibby today.
No, it's quite sad though. It's like we don't, apart from his Twitter, we don't really get his opinion now on football. And I'm not saying he's the greatest guy ever, but
he had some out there opinions, didn't he?
Yeah,
it's a shame
he's a fellow Coefficient Cup admirer.
Yeah, it's a shame he wasn't still with the Super Scoreboard, because I'm sure if Hearts could win this weekend against United, he'd be talking up as the league winners, potential champions. He'd be doing a bigger job than Tony Bloom.
He would be, but yeah, Ewan Cameron, gone, but not forgotten.
No, not forgotten.
Prepared statement. No hazard a guess? No, I mean, I have no idea. We'll just move on.
No idea, don't care.
Hibs Central, this team. That's him rolling about on the deck. That's not even him. What game's that? Mon versus Feed? I don't know. You know what? Fair fucking play. Some result. That said, we'll make the scenes and laughter even better when you undoubtedly Hibs at Easter Road. I don't think Hibs will Hibs at Easter Road.
No, listen, they've got a good lead. 2-0 up. They didn't Hibs it at Easter Road against Celtic last season, and I don't think they'll Hibs it in this match against Partizan Belgrade, so...
Yeah, because you know what, man, I think the teams are quite evenly matched. It's not like you've got a situation where this team, if they turn up, they could blow Hibs away 7-0. I feel like if Hibs turn up to a decent level, they'll go through.
But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that Partizan Belgrade beating Hibs 2-0 is beyond their capabilities.
Well, no, but...
No, because that could easily happen.
I feel like if Hibs just have like a 7 out of 10 day at the office, they'll go through.
I think if Hibs score, I fancy their chances.
Aye. Right, B.
Just don't get a man sent off either.
American flag. Thanks for the coefficient and not making a fool of yourselves in Europe like Celtic always do. They do, don't they, though?
Does.
They do. Aye, I know, but come on. Come on. Hi, there we go. Super Jordan Smith in goal. We get Victor dancing
Victor McDade.
What do you make of that shirt? That shirt?
What?
That shirt.
It's a bit bogging, isn't it?
That is, it's not that good.
Yeah, John 117 was against 10 men. The local team could have beat that lot.
That's a Jambo, you're going to get stuck into, John.
Ah,
there.
it's just
Master Chief, Master Jambo there.
It's just pish, isn't it, though, and just coming on to try and downplay the result of your rivals. It was a good result with 10 men or without 10 men. So,
Right, up next, Alan, he's firing in at you here, so how will we read?
Alan,
Go back to John and defend him.
what a result, what a fucking result. Looking forward to the Hertz and Huns take on it.
What's your take on it?
It was a good result.
It was? Can't really fault it.
I don't get that though. Imagine getting a great result against Partizan Belgrade, and the thing he's looking most forward to is to see other people's potentially run it down. I mean, get over yourself, mate. Enjoy it.
I just don't see... Well, what is there to run down? No, if we actually look at it...
It's not Hibs' fault Partizan went down to 10 men.
Yeah, it's our idiotic defender.
So...
For doing something fucking brain dead. Wilson, from losing to Kelty to beating the mighty Partizan in their own backyard. What a year. It's been God bless Hibernian and all who follow her. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it goes for rock bottom to... I seen someone say that this is...
See that night David Gray saved his job, Rocky Bashuri, free. Aberdeen cost me £200 that night, and maybe that's why I've been so bitter against them. But I remember I had a £40 double or something, Aberdeen and Arsenal. And I remember Hibs equalising in the 90th minute, and I'm thinking, oh, my money's gone. And then Aberdeen score in the 95th minute, just for Rocky Bashuri to rock up in the 97th.
I remember
but
that
that night, I think that night saved David Gray's job. I believe a defeat, he was probably gone.
I agree. Yeah, and you know what?
And since then, he's turned it around.
Also,
fair play to him.
It did two things. It kind of got them firing, and it kind of just fucking ended Aberdeen.
Yeah, because Aberdeen were coming off a defeat. They drew against Celtic, and then was it did they have a 4-1 win against Dundee after?
Then they lost against Celtic 6-0.
Yeah, but in the league, I think then it was a defeat against St Mirren, was it not? And then they had Hibernian, and I remember going into that game thinking, if Aberdeen have any chance of still potentially being in a title fight, they had to beat Hibs. Because I think the gap at that point was 3 points, and you thought, right, well, they can't. It'd been 2 games in the league since they'd won or something, so you think you had to get back on track, and obviously they didn't. So yeah, that night kind of sent Aberdeen into a downward spiral, and it propped Hibs.
Was it worth it though?
What do you mean, was it worth it?
Were you happy that your bet got beat?
What the fuck? I wanted the money.
End of Aberdeen's title charge. You hate Aberdeen.
No, actually, I was cheering for Aberdeen to win the title over here.
Weren't we all? Right, anyway, random top 10 travel. Good result. Scotland's second best team in Europe at the moment. Who's first then?
It would have to be the team that has won all... Well, not won all their games, but it would have to be the team that is...
The team that's in the Premier competition.
No, it's Champions League,
I mean, Dundee United have done well. Can't really fault... I mean, who's impressed me most in Europe?
Performance-wise, probably Hibs.
Yes. If Dundee United beat Strazen by a bit more, I would lean towards them, but I think 2-1 isn't exactly...
What I will say is I'm not convinced... well, I mean, it's not a big statement, but I don't think Dundee United would have done as good as Hibs did against Midtjylland. And I think Hibs would have done a lot better against Strazen than Dundee United did. Now, here, some people might say that's an unfair statement to make, but...
No, I think it's the facts.
I think
if Hibs play Strazen, they probably win about 5-6-0 now.
And I'm not sure if Dundee United get 2 draws against Midtjylland. So we'll see.
No. Absolutely not.
Fuck, no guarantee Rangers beat Midtjylland.
See this pish, man. I used to sit on packed trains at 6 a.m. wondering how I was still broke. 13 years and fuck off. Oh, now I've got a 6-figure salary and I'm crushing quotas. Well, you don't look too fucking happy about it. See if I had 6 figures in the bank, man, or I was getting that kind of salary.
See if I had 6 figures in the bank, I wouldn't be reading to tweet about it. I'd just be enjoying my money.
Why help other people when you've got your own money?
No, it's not. It's all a scam, man. This is just to get you to sign up to, oh, give me money and I'll show you what I did, and that's probably what they tell you. So once you give them their own money, right, alright, you need to scam people like I scammed you. All this stuff's a load of shite.
I know. Oh, let me tell you something, brother.
People don't do that. People don't get successful and then give other people
Give the
blueprint.
recipe. You know what I mean?
Like,
And Gordon Ramsay tells everyone his secrets.
and all these Amazon things as well. All you need to do is create a product and sell. And they make it sound like it's so fucking easy, right? First of all, what can you really create? What can you invent that hasn't already been done? And let's say you, what can you actually make that you can supply in a large quantity that isn't already been supplied by a company with a lot more finances behind them than you? Have you ever seen these ads though? They make it seem as if it's so. All you need to do to get rich is have a one product, get an idea, get a product, and sell it on Amazon.
No, I know. Yeah, there's always something, but it needs to. First of all, it needs to catch on. Second of all, sorry, you need some form of backing, don't you?
Yeah, but what can you realistically sell that hasn't already been produced and that isn't getting sold already?
You have to get lucky. You know, there's always something that gets created. Something be created right now. See, as we are talking shite, someone's out there making millions with an innovative idea. And what are we talking about? Some prick looking at me.
Right, well, let's get into the Dundee United fans here, because...
Aye, we've spewed enough shite. A fearless and gutsy performance leaves it all to play for it.
Thoughts on the Dundee United strip? I've seen a few people say it's great.
I've always liked Dundee United strips.
I don't know. I think I prefer the strips that have the stripes, but it's good. I like it.
Here, I don't think you can go wrong with
the
black.
colours. Yeah, the colours go well.
I don't think you can go wrong with black and orange. I remember that FIFA Rangers weren't in it. The pro clubs was Dundee United, and you know the kits. I like the kits.
Something Conor the Crusher made his debut.
I don't know, potentially, but I think black and orange is a good combo. I can't think. Name me another team of football with black and orange.
Probably some team in Holland, I'd imagine.
I mean, there could
Sparta Rotterdam or something.
But here, you've got to acknowledge a good kit when you've got... Put it this way, I don't think Dundee United have ever produced a kit and I went, that's bogging. I think there's just certain colours where it's like, you know what?
What club in the top flight do you think, on average, produces the worst kits?
I mean, it's low-hanging fruit, but it's Celtic, isn't it?
I think Celtic always produce shite away ones.
Aye.
Well, see every time they bring out that lime green kind of colour.
Aye.
And the grey, and then that one that had the grey but with the purple fruit. It's a bit pish-looking, wasn't it?
No, it is. I just don't understand it. Why? I mean, they'll probably make about 5 more kits before they make any signings, but it is what it is. But anyway, let's move on. 2 dogs wagging their tail.
Well, looks like they enjoyed it.
I've always had a soft spot for Dundee. Great to see Scotch sides finally thriving in Europe after all these years.
Does he mean Dundee as in Dundee United the club, or Dundee as in the city?
He's written the pish clean.
Alright.
Ewan Cameron's back though.
Fucking Ewan, this guy's everywhere tonight, man. Come on. Ewan Cameron says brilliant Dundee United. And they go and finish the job next week at Tannadice. Well, that's it. They need to go and finish the job because, unlike Hibernian, Dundee United can't really go into... They've got nothing to hold on to. I mean, as good as this result was, the tie is still in the balance.
No, it is.
I mean, you look at Hibs, you look at Rangers, they can go into their second legs with a completely different mindset and a completely different game plan. Dundee United will need to deliver next week.
And there also is a gulf in quality between Rapid Vienna and...
Well, absolutely. You look at Rangers and you look at Hibs, I think they could both not really turn up and be below par next week but still get the job done due to the lead that they have. The likelihood is that Dundee United will need to put in a great performance to go through.
Totally agree.
Dundee United aren't going to play a 5 or a 10 out of 6 next week.
It would just be incredible to have 5 teams to talk about in the playoff round.
Yeah, and you know what? I think you could even make a case that Dundee United will probably need to be better next week than they were this week because, you know, I thought they were under pressure.
Is there a case though for Rapid Vienna not to be as good?
Well, of course, away from home, that could be the case.
That could be it, right, T.O. So, Red Fan Loyal, fair play. Doing the Union Jack proud tonight.
Don't really see why they're doing the Union Jack proud.
That'll be some bait sent out there.
What about satire? I don't get it. Anyway, let's move on.
What's M saying? Good result, lads. Fair play, but you'll need to up your game in the second leg, or you'll be pumped out regardless.
How? That's almost
I
suggesting
think
that...
if they replicate the same performance, they can go through.
No, they can, but... I think if both teams deliver the exact same performance, I think you'd have to probably fancy Rapid Vienna to score more goals on the night.
Yes, but here, miracles, they can come in twos, can they not?
Like, Dundee United did well, they got a draw, but like I also think if Rapid Vienna, if they had won this game 3-2, or even, let's say, maybe even 4-2 at the worst case, could you really sat here and said, like, no, it wasn't deserved?
Nope. NS says, done more in Europe in 90 minutes than Celtic have done in 20 years. Great result, but we will smash you on Saturday. Obviously, we dig there.
Must have missed all those Celtic Champions League wins last year.
Potentially, but yeah, another dig at the fact that they're not Dundee United, they're just Dundee. Hibs Central celebrating. Liam says, great result, everything to play for next week. John Attenborough with a wee orange and black heart. And I think we'll leave it there. Good. Great. Phenomenal midweek, man. Couldn't have asked for it to go much better.
Definitely, and I just hope all these teams finish the job next week. I hope we don't see Rangers lose. I hope we don't see Hibs lose. Even if they still go through, I want to see the momentum get carried on. Even if it's just draws. But, you know, I do hope that we can see the teams that have got leads to take into the next leg.
I'm not saying Rangers can't lose, but I've just got a feeling Rangers will beat Victoria Pilsen. They just like defeat it.
No, but that's what you want. Pick up more coefficient points.
Well,
keep
that's what
keep
you
the
want.
momentum going.
I just feel like with the Hibs game, it's far more open. 2-0 is far more open. I don't see it. Even if Victoria Pilsen scored in the first minute, I just think it's dead.
I think Pilsen would need to go 2-0 up before you really
Shat yourself.
Yeah.
And hopefully that doesn't happen. But anyway, that's Fans React. We're back soon. Till next time.
Even then, though, I mean, I don't see Rangers not scoring.
Yeah.
So therefore, like, Pilsen probably need 4 to have a chance. Based on what we've seen at Ibrox, I don't think they've got that in the locker, but who knows? We'll see.
We'll see, guys. Anyway, till next time. Peace.